So hello everyone and welcome back to rounds 3 and 4 for GT1. Tonight once again I am joined by Carl, or as some may know him, FTRL Junkie Sport.
Good evening.
Good evening. So tonight we are starting off with Fuji, the short version, and then after that we go to St. Croix B, which was done last season quite a few times as well, so it's a track most people are quite familiar with. Fuji is the Group 4 track. Fuji's quite it's got a tricky last sector. It's got a bit of everything in it, a couple of faster corners, long start finish straight, but it's mainly that tricky last sector that people really have to deal with.
Yeah, if you've got worn tyres when you come to that last sector, you'll be anywhere but on the track.
Yeah, it's not great. It's one of those tracks you kind of need to watch your tyres on, because if your tyres are kind of sliding a bit, then that last sector, particularly there's one of the corners which is a bit of a pain in the bum. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. It's a kind of camber, strange left-hander that you kind of need to brake as you're going all the way around it, and it's one of those corners that everyone spins out at or goes wide at. It's a bit of a pain in the bum.
I mean, if you get it right, you can make a lot of time.
Yeah.
Particularly as you enter the last corner itself. There's probably about 20 different lines you can take to get into that corner. I've never found the right one, but it's quite rewarding if you do get one that's close.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that are very, very lost. We've had quite a few close finishes here as well. I mean, the last time we were around here, I think it was Fuji, normal one, but Aaron and Pagani, I think, were separated by, it was under 100th, I think it was something ridiculous like that. I think Pagani just held on. Aaron has a tendency to lose photo finishes.
Yeah, he's not very good at them, is he?
No, he's an absolute nightmare, so he has photo finishes. It's horrendous. Yeah, he's not one to win them, so. But I mean, we should be getting underway quite quickly. Guys to look out for, again, as usual, you've got Iggy was, I think, he's top now after last week, so keep an eye out for him in Alpha, though the Alpha has had a little bit of there's been an update to the balance of performance of some of the cars, and the Alpha, I don't know what GT Sport are kind of doing with the Alpha. They've increased the power of it and then increased the weight, so I don't know what's going on with the Alpha. So the Alpha could handle completely differently to what they're used to, so keep an eye out for them. Obviously T Smith and the Dodge Viper, and then obviously Pagani and Aaron in the section as well. So there's kind of the main guy to keep an eye out for, but anyone can kind of get a result here. They're all quite closely matched. So
I've noticed the whole field, apart from two, are starting on the super softs. The two that are Lee Cole and CJ Slicks.
Interesting.
So they're going out on the softs now.
That maybe Lee Cole has been struggling a little bit in that Lamborghini, which Lennon's, where on earth is Lennon going? Yeah. That's not part of the track, though.
Get it out of the way now.
Oh, it's quite busy. looking on board at the moment there's about 8 cars separated for quite close. I think a lot of people are getting out of the way of that. There's an awful lot of cars there in a quite small area. They're all backing off a bit.
They don't look professional at all in any way, do they?
So I absolutely love the Mighty Icky's liveries. The kind of Italian flag themed alphas, they are so nice. Big fan of them. And also Blue Flag has a Nutella livery, which I mean is just ridiculously nice. I absolutely love that livery, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, one, I can't stand the stuff, but why is there so much chocolate foods advertising on these cars?
Clearly FTRL is just full of fat folk and all we do is eat chocolate. Clearly that must be what's happening here. Basically everyone in FTRL just likes chocolate. That is it. That's why. I mean, there was a confectionery team name, I'm sure, a few years back. I think it was Aaron and Pagani. I don't know, Aaron and Panda. Well, I'm sure there was a team name at some point that was confectionery based as well, and they had a different car livery. They had M&M, Snickers, Mars, the works.
The Snicker one, I think it was the Snicker one that didn't look that great, wasn't it? It was the one that...
That was the one that I described as a basically like poo in a car, bits of poo in a car. It was horrendous. Bits of sweet corn. It was just...
Sweet corn in poo. It was just the most awful thing.
It was just the weirdest looking car I've ever seen.
Sorry people that are watching. Especially if you eat your tea, but it's the league owner that did it.
It is. Right, okay, so who's up? Should we go on board? T Smith is on a lap, just coming round towards the second sector. He is. He manages to get pace out of cars and no one else can get pace out of.
Yeah, I know, he's my teammate in
Nations, yeah.
In the Nations Cup, so...
Yeah, so this is a slight difference in the short version, because usually you would go kind of sharp left there, but it kind of cuts that in the short version. It goes straight to the next part of the track.
This will save a little bit of tyre for them, won't it?
Yeah, you don't have to do that kind of...
They haven't got the real heavy braking, have they?
Yeah, you don't have to brake as hard, and you've kind of missed out that kind of left-right with the kind of weird curves.
It's like a horseshoe, and then you come back round to the bit that they're on now, don't you? So.
Yeah. So T Smith coming across the line, it's going to be 238, 239 maybe? Oh, might actually be 140.6. And then we'll get Blue Flag's just set 6-7 times quicker, slower, sorry, and then Iggy just behind him, and SF Racing, who his first race as he was busy last week, he was working last week. We are missing one person this week, it is FTRL Panda. Unfortunately, but I think that is the only person we're missing. Yeah, it's actually definitely. So Dartbolt's had a slow lap there. He's actually done a proper time lap. Rom's doing his first now as he comes into turn 1. Turn 1's can be quite a difficult corner to get right on the exit. Looks like Rom's been in the wall or something. His front left is a bit damaged.
Is that front?
There, Rome. Unless
Rome.
that's part of the livery, actually, I'm not actually sure.
Anything's possible with this Belgian. No, he looks like he's hit something.
Yeah, it does look like he's hit something.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the back of someone's car when they all started to bunch up on the outlap.
Yeah, that'd be good. Good point, probably.
Well, it looks like the Mighty Iggy has got to grips with the changes on his car.
Yeah.
Whereas Lennon hasn't. I mean, he's 2 seconds slower, just under 2 seconds slower than his own teammate.
That is a bit different. Lennon seems to be at the moment, from the past few races we've seen, and particularly in the Nations as well, and he got the pole last week, does seem to be a bit of a one-lap specialist. So yeah,
it wasn't the last lap. So
yeah, definitely not.
He might pick up, he might get a bit warmer.
He's went up to P4 in the Lamborghini. Not sure. This is his, as we say, this is his kind of first race. We're going to see him in the Lamborghini. Lee's actually done a 141.9. I think he might be slowly starting to get to grips with that car. can be a little bit of a handful in certain parts, and it's a completely different car than Lee's used to. A lot of the time he's used to the kind of different kind of cars, the kind of muscle cars Lee likes, like the Nissans and stuff like that. So this is a completely different type of car for him to try and get used to. But I'm sure he will get used to it, particularly.
Am I right in saying that the Lambo is very much oversteer, understeer, and whatever it wants?
It does. It tends to one corner you have a bit of oversteer, and the next corner it understeers. It's one of those corners. It's quite difficult to get in its operating window. Because some cars are quite difficult to handle like that. Like you've got the Super, that's quite an oversteery car. Like a lot of people struggle to handle that because it just kind of wants to spin out everywhere. But that's easier to handle because you know what it's going to do. It's always going to oversteer, likes oversteer. Whereas the cars like the Lamborghini, which tend to do everything you don't want it to do at points, it can be a bit of a handful because you're not really sure what it's going to do next. It takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's a Group 3 that's really difficult there.
I don't understand this, but SF Racing's been in the pits, changed his tyres and refuelled the car.
That's clearly a mistake. He's not meant to do that.
Nope. Not if he wants to get anywhere.
No, he's definitely not meant to do that.
I think he might be kicking himself.
Yeah, Pagani's just up into P9. He's a little bit behind his teammate at the moment. Pagani didn't have the best of qualifying in the Nations as well. He was quite annoyed with himself. He's not used to being that far down, so hopefully he can move himself up a little bit. Simmel pops himself up to P7 as well. We'll have a From actually just it's a bit of a quicker time, so we've just got it at the timing screen. So we'll get T Smith on pole, provisional pole, still in that first lap time of 40.6. We might see people getting into the low 40s by the end of the session. Megatron is P2, which is a good lap from him. It's only in his second week in GT1 now. And then we've got Aaron just behind him. Blue flag in the Viper as well. So Viper and the Citroen's going well so far. The first of the Alphas in P5 on a 41.4 at the moment. And we get SF Racing in the Lamborghini just behind the double Lancers of From and Simmel. And it's Lee in the other Lambo at the moment. Then it's the final Viper in P10. Then we've got Pagani in P11 in the other Citroen. CJ is currently P12 in that Lancer, and it's both Alphas at the back as well. Dartbot and Lennon are struggling at the moment to find any time. Any of them on a lap? Lennon's on a lap at the moment.
Yeah, and Ron's just about to take him by the looks of it as well.
Just a little reminder to everyone, if you would like the stream, that would help the channel out massively. I think we'll get Mike, City Porsche, Zom, Bob as well, all in the chat already, so hello to everyone. Hopefully we have as good a race as last week. I think everyone will agree last week's Group 3 race was very eventful, particularly at the end.
Yes, definitely.
So Lennon's just coming around the start finish straight.
Let's hope they measure their fuel this time.
Hopefully. So Lennon coming across the line. It looks like he's going to improve. Actually, is he going to improve? He's improved a little bit, but he's still P13.
CJ's just moved up 3 places.
The Alphas are struggling at the back at the moment. It is a bit of a difficult track sometimes. One thing to watch out for in the race particularly is the pit lane's a bit odd round here. It's not an overly difficult pit lane, but it's a little bit of a different pit lane, and some people can make mistakes around here on the pit lane. So it's one thing we need to keep an eye out just in case.
It's like a funnel, isn't it? It sort of funnels you in.
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit of an odder one. Pagani's on an outlap at the moment, so I'm going to go and book with Pagani because I'm expecting him to improve quite a bit. His teammates have in P3 and so's Megatron up in P2. I'd expect Pagani to be moving up quite a bit. Steph's just asked why does SF Racing have 777 above his name when you go on bold, but everyone else has a 0. I absolutely have no idea. Not a clue. I'm sorry, but honestly, do you know?
Where's his door number? 777.
Not a clue.
I'm surprised he hasn't got Italian cat food up the side of it. He did on his last car last season. Obviously, he didn't have Italian cat food, he had cat food.
Right, okay, so we've got all three sections starting the laps right behind each other. Pagani,
Right.
Aaron, and Megatron. Interesting. Usually people like to have slipstream, but maybe not so close as Aaron is right now.
Oh, they do. They do sit right behind each other. And I do believe in comments last night. We were actually criticised by these two for not being close enough. Me and you.
On what? Was that the quali lap? Probably.
No. In race 1. Where we swapped and then swapped back. But I'm looking at that gap, and that gap's the same gap as what we had. So people in glass houses.
Right, okay, so Pagani is a full 8 temps up through the first 2 sectors. Aaron's a little bit squirmy there on the curb. Aaron's a little bit behind his teammate though, he's dropped off a little bit. I think he started about a 10th behind, so he's dropped off 3 temps or so. We've got Don's on the chat now. Who won the first race, didn't he? I think he won the first race yesterday, didn't he?
I lost it, I forgot who actually won the first race.
It says SPY Donzo won it, I think. That was where it was.
Did you win last night, Donzo, or was it SPY? You look alike, that's the problem.
Pagani's coming across the line shortly.
Well, Aaron's going to get a quicker time than Pagani, I would have thought.
Oh, Pagani just behind T. Smith.
Oh, no, look at that. Aaron.
Oh, blue flag pops up in P2. Oh, good luck from blue flag.
We're not finished yet, yet.
Eggy pops up to P5 as well in the Alpha. This is a close. All of a sudden, it's become quite close here. Megatron's last lap hasn't went well. Oh, it was Donzo.
I mean, we got Rom. Congratulations, Donzo. Well played, mate.
We couldn't even
late, but we got there in the end.
Well, Frome pops himself up to P5 there. Very close. 4 just over 3 tenths separates the top 6. Very, very close. So T. Smith on pole, it was blue flag Pagani, Aaron, Frome, Iggy, Megatron, Simmel, Rom, and as usual, decides to leave just before I can get to the end.
What's your prediction?
Oh, that's close. Very close. I'll go for Pagani to win. I'll go for Frome to get P2, and I'll go for blue flag to get P3. Pagani, Frome, blue flag.
I'm going to go as they start. T. Smith, blue flag, Pagani.
Ooh. Okay, so 5 red lights, and we're away. Terrible camera angle as usual.
Yeah. That's
Pagani has jumped T. Smith, and so's Aaron actually, so sections both get past the Viper into turn 1. Pagani round the outside, takes the lead. Aaron just sits behind T. Smith in P3. Then we've got Frome who's moved up to P4, he's got past blue flag, but they're both fighting down into the next corner. Frome's got the inside line. Frome should have the move yet, he's up to... Oh, Mighty Iggy going for a move on blue flag. Okay, tapped each other's side pods there. Mighty Iggy trying to go round the outside. Difficult corner to go all the way around the outside round there. But he's still there. Mighty Iggy down the inside. That's a great move. Keep it around it. Oh, it's actually went wide though. I think blue flag's going to get that move back. Blue flag back round the outside. Megatron moving up slightly as well. Blue flag's got move, he's kept position up to P5, so we've got Mighty Iggy down in P6. Oh, blue flag's got a penalty there for cutting the corner slightly. Megatron P7, then we got Leeko P8, Simmel in P9, CJ P10, SF Racing missed the corner there slightly, Darkbox in 11, SF Racing down to 12. Rom's in 13th and Lennon's still at the back in P14.
Right, there's a slight change to the tyres. We had 2 that were going to come out on the softs. That's changed. CJ's actually come out on the super softs. So he must have changed that just before qualifying started.
Yeah.
Or he's been a naughty boy.
T. Smith was closing up to the back of Aaron in that Dodge. Dodge is a very quick car in a straight line. but not
City
close
Posh
enough.
Blue is saying great start by the Citroens. To be honest, you can't have a bad start with a Citroen.
Yeah, I mean the Group 4 is, believe it or not, worse than the Group 3 at start. Group 3 is even quicker. The Group 3 you can make up 4 or 5 places in the start. I mean, the only reason we didn't yesterday is because it's Bathurst. It's tiny.
Yeah, there's just not enough room.
But yeah, you always have a good start, the Citroen.
I mean, we're 18 foot wide already. We're trying to get cars side by side. It's not going to happen.
Semo down the inside there of CJ. That's P9. Mighty Iggy's dropped off a little bit and he's got overtook by Megatron and he's dropped off in blue flag. Blue flag 1.2 seconds ahead of Megatron just behind him. But the front three very close together. Pagani's got a little bit of a gap to Aaron. But Aaron and T Smith are very, very close together with each other. Just coming up to the very, very, very tricky left-hander.
We've got some predictions in the
we do.
chat here. I've got City Posh Blue, Pagani, Aaron, T Smith, and then Mike. Good evening, Mike. Aaron, Pagani, front.
Well, at the moment, City Posh is right. But for how long? T Smith is right on the back of Aaron again. I don't think he's close enough. Aaron's getting the slipstream off Pagani, so he's beginning to close on Pagani, so we're just going to keep him ahead of that dodge.
SF Racing making a challenge on Lennon, first corner.
Down the inside.
And it's got a penalty, so he's backed out of that.
SF Racing up to P12.
Yeah.
Oh, CG having a look at Megatron down the inside. Megatron gives him the room. CG up to P9. Megatron was in P6. Lee's managed to jump them all up to P6, which is impressive.
Do you think he's found that the soft tyres work better for that car?
It's a possibility that sometimes the super soft can give you a little bit too much grip or confidence, so you kind of just lose it a bit.
I think some cars need to be thrown into corners as well. If he's got too much grip, you can't do it.
Yeah. Mighty Iggy's dropped back a little bit. So the Alphas at first don't seem to be as quick as they were last week. Whether that's the track or the update is to be seen. We'll probably know more after the Group 3 car.
Yes.
So, has the Group 3 car been changed at all? Oh, Simo taps Mighty Iggy. Just about keeps it on. CG having a look at Simo. Yeah. Round the outside, getting into the final corner. Simo's going to have the inside line. CG will get the better exit though. Should do anyway. Should get the slipstream as well. Figgy ahead. So CG up into P8. Simo drops back into P9. Megatron down in P10 and Rob's moved up back up a little bit up to P11. The Alphas at the back are not looking great. Rom going for a move, was that? Ooh, it was a late change there, direction, he went for it and he's managed it. Good move up to P10. Megatron's still there actually, just about.
Doug Bulk is struggling because he's actually dropping so much time because he's got no slipstream on any of the straight. So he's just falling off the back gradually.
SF Racing's having a look at Megatron as well now. Lennon's trying to get in the action. Lennon round, SF Racing, sorry, round the outside of Megatron. I think he's got that move done. Then we get Lennon right behind as well, so Lennon might have a look at Megatron as well. Megatron seems to be dropping down the order quite quickly at the moment. He did start, he was up in P6 2 laps ago, and he's now back down to P12. So, a couple of the cars getting to struggle quite a bit here. Lee Cole still managing to keep that Lambo in P6, so he'll be happy with that at the moment. Up front, Pagani still leads Aaron, and then T Smith has dropped off a little bit actually, and he's went wide. That's not going to help matters. Frome right behind, so the Citroens look very good at the moment.
They look good, but my concern is that Aaron's tyre wear is the most worn out of everybody that's on the track.
tyres never usually a massive issue around here.
Apart from that last complex bit.
Yeah, Pagani missed that turn 1 a bit there. He's allowed Aaron to close right up to the back of him. Went a little bit wide, which kind of hampers your exit a little bit. Blue flag is starting to feel to close into the back of Froome and T-Smith as well. So T-Smith is slowly dropping back a little bit. Mighty Iggy's been challenged by CJ now. CJ round the outside, gets the move done. Simmel's also right there at the background. Then we've got Rom just behind with SF Racing. Megatron's B12, Lennon's 13th, and Dartball is right at the back, struggling massively in that Alpha. And Dartball is quick. We all know how quick Dartball is. Really struggling.
My concern here is that if you look at the Mitsubishis, lots of front tyre wear, very minimal rear. Whereas if you look at all the other cars, it's an even spread across the 4. Some grass cutters down the back here. SF Racing and Lennon have picked up half-second penalties.
Yes, they have. SF Racing's went a little bit wide there. That's allowed Lennon possibly challenge. It's not there yet, but he might try and get a good exit onto the final corner, onto the straight. It's right there.
Well, I'm surprised by his pace as well, because he's a quick lad. And
yeah. I mean, also it's not great that that update's just happened today, so it doesn't give them much chance. Obviously, they've been practicing probably a lot to.
Yeah, but it's just a completely different car by tonight, isn't it? So.
Yeah, a lot of the cars have had quite a lot of small changes, but it's kind of been the fastest cars in the Group 4 which have took the biggest hit. I think the Toyotas had a massive hit as well. Toyota's kind of been murdered the Group 4, and also the Alpha, though it does seem to be a bit more power, which is going to be handy, but it does seem it might affect it in the corner slightly. Rom is now having a big battle.
I do love it when a Scottish man says murder. Would you say that again? Because it was just like Tango. Brilliant.
Mighty Iggy on Rom. Mighty Iggy's dropped massively back as well. Mighty Iggy's up in P6 as well.
Lennon's just taken SF Racing around the outside.
Good move. Lennon's starting to move up slightly.
He's in the grips of that car.
CJ still P6, then we get just behind it Simmel on P7 now. Lee's dropped down to P8 a little bit. The thing is, when you look at the Lambo, that Lambo's got more tyre on the softs than the other cars have on the super softs. So it's probably not going to be, that's not going to be particularly comfortable. Rom's also got quite a bit of tyre wear compared to a lot of the other cars. It's not a car that tyre is particularly nice on when you get it. You don't struggle too much on getting tyre, but when you do have it right here, you do feel it quite a bit. Because the end of that lap can be extremely slidey.
SF Racing struggling, his front left is gone. I would say it's gone.
Yeah, it's not very nice looking, is it? They're going to try, everyone looks like they're trying to go for the one stop. Rom's going for a look on Lee. That Dodge is a bit quicker than that Lambo. Down the inside. Backs out though. He's still there. He gets a bit of a wiggle on the exit.
He's having a second go, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to try.
He's on the wrong side when this is.
Yeah, he's going to back out, I think. Yeah, keeps in P8. What's happening up the front? Frome's managed to get past T-Smith, but they're still having a bit of a battle at the moment. I think we might have just missed that overtake because they look very close together. Big gap now between the Citroens and behind.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job, aren't they? Steady drive.
Yeah. Managing to keep that good condition at the moment. Iggy and Megatron still battling. Iggy in the inside, Megatron's round the outside. Iggy's going to get that done. Megatron goes a bit wide as well. Might get a penalty there. Someone else goes wide in the background, that was Lennon. Dartball's managed to get back up quite quickly though.
I don't know if Aaron uses a different racing line, but he looked like he was taking a challenge with Garney.
Oh, Dartball's made up and got on the curb. Yeah, you don't want to get on the outside curb around there. That's not the place you want to be. It's going to unsettle the car even more.
Yeah, it's going to be really bad now because he just smoked his tyres, pulling away, so they got burning hot. So I think he needs to pit.
Pagani, Aaron, everyone's in, I think. Yep.
There's no point Darbolt doing another lap, he needs to pit.
I think actually everyone's come in the pits. Yeah. Every single car's in the pits. Pagani's the first out. Aaron's 1.6 behind. Pagani's under fuel slightly less, ever so slightly. T. Smith has managed to gain a bit of ground, but he's got a slightly less fuel than Aaron.
Right, blue flag's challenging the two Mitsubishis.
Aaron usually puts a little bit more fuel in, as Aaron doesn't particularly enjoy fuel saving. One thing he doesn't enjoy doing.
It's going to be a little bit tricky now, because Pagani would normally fuel save if he was sitting behind his teammate. But he's not, he's actually the lead car.
Simo and CJ seem to put a lot less fuel in than everyone else.
Yeah.
Blue Flag's got quite a big chunk more, which is why he's dropped down to P7. I'm not sure if Simo and CJ are going to manage to get to the end on that, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah. Be a miscalculation, wouldn't it?
Possibly. Yeah, it could be 16 laps this.
We know CJ likes to under fuel his car because he did it last week.
Yeah, he did. Lee's dropped down to P10 now. Megatron's in P11, and then we've got SF Racing P12, and the Alphas are P13 and P14, and they're a bit of drift as well. Citroens look very comfortable at the moment. CJ beginning to close.
Yeah, we've got a Lamborghini sandwich going on at the moment here.
Yeah, Megatron down the inside. Backs out though.
Yeah. I do like it when you can have a car where your brake bias is to the rear like the Citroens. Just
yeah.
As you're braking, you can just feel the back end just sliding a little bit, but it's controllable.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to whip round. It just, and you can sort of, in a way, point in the direction you want from that.
Megatron's trying to go for a bit of a different line for that corner to get a chance on. Lee. It's close, but is he going to be brave enough? Yeah, he's not going to really be able to overtake anywhere around there. SF Racing going for a look, mind you. Down the inside. It's going to be a bit awkward though.
I think he was napping a little bit there, wasn't he? And he nearly got caught.
Yeah. Megatron goes for a little bit of a wider line through at the end of that braking zone into the fast right-hander. Which I think allowed SF Racing to get a bit closer there than he has been.
Just to let you know that SF Racing's tyres are more worn already. Front tyres, more than the two guys in front.
Megatron looks a lot closer this time though. Yeah. Gaining.
He's going to get it.
He's still going to have to be a bit of dive though down the inside. Yeah. He's gone for it. Lee gives him the room.
Is that all just?
Just about gives enough room. Megatron.
Lee's got the inside.
Yeah, Megatron's got to do it the hard way, all the way around the outside. He goes for it. Good move. Great move by Megatron.
No penalty, he didn't go too wide, did he? So.
Yeah, perfect move.
Now he needs to concentrate on what's in front of him and get away from him, doesn't he?
Yeah, T. Smith's got a bit of a gap now to the flying Froome, 3.7 seconds, and it's 2.8 back to Simo. So Froome's in a bit of no man's land at the moment. Simo and CJ are the two cars that have underfueled compared to, I mean, there's a big chunk of difference between Simo and CJ at Blue Flag, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's a decent chunk. Mighty Iggy as well, in fairness. Quite a lot of these cars could have underfueled quite a bit here. This could get quite interesting towards the end of this. I think Blue Flag's in a really good position because even if they haven't underfueled, they're going to have to fuel save. Blue Flag will not have to fuel save coming towards the end of the race. Blue Flag will, I'm sure he might get back up there, but Eggy's managing to close up quite a bit there.
It's hanging on the back there with that Nutella car, isn't it?
Yeah. CG having a possible look at an overtake though, but it's, I think that's Mitsubishi on Mitsubishi, so I think CG's just tagging around the back. I don't think he's interested in making a move at the moment.
If you look at the fuels for Flying Front and Simone CJ, Frank's got so much more.
No, the same car.
But he's pulling away.
It's an odd one.
I mean, he's a quick driver. He is a quick driver.
Yeah. Pagani's got a 9 temps penalty at the moment, and T Smith is closed in ever so slightly. It was about a second away, just over a second, and he's closed in about 8 temps. So T Smith is not out of this yet either. He's right there still.
Yeah.
From
they had something like a 2-second lead before the stop, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I think they managed to close up slightly. I think T Smith's slightly under fuel compared to the other few. Blue Flag seems to have caught a little bit up to the back of CG, and then it's Iggy behind. Then we've got Rom, Megatron. Lee Coles went wide. That's allowed SF Racing's teammate through. It's still the Alphas in 13th and 14th.
T. Smith is a very dangerous man, and I don't mean that he's a bad driver. He's a very good driver, and that's what makes him dangerous.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what track, he always seems to be there. Simmel has underfueled, he's in the pits. Oh, and he's crashed. We said, watch out for the pit lane, and he has done it, he's crashed.
He's given us a full demonstration of what that is.
Yeah. So he did underfuel.
The next one's going to be CJ.
And Iggy. No, CJ actually doesn't. It's definitely Iggy. Look how little Iggy is. There's no way Iggy's going to get to the end on that. Not a chance. He's going to be in the pits, and I think CJ will probably have to as well.
He's in the tow, so if he just looks, I mean, he's sitting there. He's not fuel saving. He's trying to overtake, but he should be sitting there looking after his fuel.
Yeah, I don't.
You watch his he's using full revs. I mean, unless he's in a different setting, we can't see the settings though.
Yeah, that's another thing. Pagani's still 4 temps. T Smith has closed right up to the back of these guys as well. So Pagani's managed to get that down to 8 temps now, but that is still going to drop him as it rounds up. I was still at the current point in time dropping back to P3. Could we have another full finish at Fuji? T Smith has got past Aaron there. Has Aaron went wide? Aaron may have went wide there. T Smith has got through. Not entirely sure what happened at the last corner there. Blue Flag. CJ. Is Blue Flag going at the pits? No, he's not. I think he was just covering off. It looked like they were going at the pits there.
I think he's trying to lose the slipstream, isn't he, from behind?
Yeah, it is.
We've got 13 laps, 4 minutes to go, so...
3 laps. Yeah, it's going to be 16. Actually, well, no, 15, sorry. It'll be... Okay. So, will Iggy manage to get 3 laps? No chance. He's in red already. CG will not get 3 laps out of that, I don't think.
He should have sat there and just saved his fuel. He was pushing to get past. He's still pushing to get past, I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Keep an eye on what's happening out the front now. Pagani, T Smith and Aaron. Who's going to win this race? T Smith on the grass there. Aaron going for a look. Oh, T Smith having a wiggle. Ooh.
Was that a tap?
No, I think it was just a wiggle.
Was it just where he's on the curb slightly?
Yeah, I think think that dodge doesn't look particularly comfortable. He's also got a half a second penalty, so that now...
That might be where he was on the corner there.
Yeah, doesn't seem the most comfortable car at the moment. Aaron's going for a look, because Aaron can win this race at the moment here. Pagani giving Aaron the slipstream. Moving over to help his teammate. Aaron's gonna have it. T. Smith goes back into the slipstream.
Go for another. He's saving time, that's it. He's getting rid of his penalty.
He's getting rid, yeah, he is. He's getting rid of his penalty.
Yeah. Sit behind there and then drag him along and then just drop the accelerator off.
Oh, T. Smith on the curb. Oh, he's getting wiggly on that dodge. Oh god, it's not looking particularly comfortable.
But his rear tyres are pretty good, to be honest.
Iggy's come out. He's had to fuel up.
Yeah, that's...
CG needs to come in. There's no way CG's going to get 2 laps out of that, is there?
Yeah, he should be alright. He's not in the red yet.
Yeah, so. I think he'll be alright. Just about.
He might do if he sits behind blue flag and just sits there, and then make the challenge on the last straight of the last lap. So just sit behind him, save your fuel. Oh, there, red lights, come on now.
It's going to be close.
Well, he's got 1 lap to do, so...
Should be hopefully alright. Should just about get to the end.
No, he's gone wide. Yeah, I think he's pushing.
There's the fuel to push though. Right, at the moment, Pagani is 9 times ahead, but as he's going to have to get rid of that penalty because otherwise he's going to round it up. That's how it works. So keep an eye on the last lap. See what happens. In regards to this, will Pagani get rid of that penalty, or will he just take it at the end? At the moment, I think it would be close by him dropping down to P3. It would be a close one. Considering how's CG's fuel looking. It's going to be running on fumes shortly.
I think he's already on them. He's just started his last race. Yeah, it's his last lap. So. Blue flag's gone wide, CJ's gone in front.
Pagani just about in front, he's 0.6 ahead. At the moment, I think he would drop down to P3 if he didn't serve that penalty. He's going to have to get rid of it, I think. It's so close. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't get rid of it in that left-hander, that difficult one. I think you usually can drop a little bit of time on that. Rid of it. Pagani, oh, he's went wide. Will that give him another penalty? No, I don't think so. He's dropped 0.1. He's going to have to try and drop it even more.
He's going to have to try and hold them up, isn't he?
Oh, that's so close. He's 0.8 ahead though. Will Aaron try and back up T. Smith into the last corner?
No, Aaron wants to win. I know they're teammates, but Aaron wants to win.
Pagani 0.543. He's going to close.
Yeah, there he goes, there he goes. Right, he's got rid of it. And he's
went for Aaron's got it. T. Smith P2. Aaron wins a race at Fuji again. I'm pretty sure he's won a race before at Fuji actually. T. Smith P2, Pagani P3, Froome comes across. Oh, just. He's got no fuel left, CJ. Got nothing at all. He's managed just about P5, Blue Flag P6, Rom P7, then we got Megatron's managed to get up to P8, SF Racing's got P9, Mighty Iggy P10, Lee P11, Lennon P12, Dartbolt P13 and Simmel at the back after his incident in the pit lane. So...
Was it an incident in the pit lane or was it an incident with the pit lane?
Yeah, I would say it's more an incident with the pit lane. Yes. A collision. Oh. So Aaron went from 4th to 1st there. It's a great race from Aaron. He does like Fuji.
Not sure what's happening with the little map of arrows, but everybody's going everywhere. Looked like one of the old Star Wars games for a second.
a lot of people, quote, 2 people underfueled there, and CG very nearly underfueled. Just about got to the end.
That's a big mistake, isn't it? Underfueling there.
Something I've never done yet. Well, eventually, probably, I'd imagine, but I've never underfueled yet. I've always managed to fuel save to just about get me to the end. But
yeah, I've never actually just sort of like had it choking trying to go across the line. But it's, I can't read out what Aaron's just
yes, let's not read out what Aaron just posted.
So
I think he's...
We'll skip what Aaron's just said. We'll go to
I think he's happy.
And that's his granddad, and his granddad says, "Well done, Aaron." But we will
not to repeat
whether,
that.
I'm not sure whether Bob Taylor, Granddad Bob, has actually written "Well done, Aaron," and Aaron is replying.
I doubt it. In fairness though, he has said he does have that kind of relationship with them where they can say anything. So that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if that was to him. That wouldn't actually surprise me. That well could be.
I've got to be honest, if language like that and what's written on his car, I blame his mother. So... She's going to kill me when she finds out.
Oh, right, we've got St. Croix B, which is, I think a lot of people really like this track. I do, I love it.
It's got a bit of everything in it.
Yeah, it's a very flowing track. You've not got a lot of heavy braking zones, really. You've not got a lot, like, any first... I don't even think you've got a second gear corner around here, have you? Really? I think so. I think it's all kind of third, at least... It's all third or fourth, isn't it? Yeah. There's a lot of high speed corners for this. You need a very stable car. I think the Citroens should be really good around here. I did a few laps around it on here, and it felt very, very, very nice around here. Very, very quick. So they should be strong around here. I think a lot of the cars might go quite well around here. A lot of the cars kind of don't like low speed. Like the Lambo's a bit of a nightmare at low speed sometimes, especially Group B.
It's going to be a surprise to see what the Alphas are like, because they're really good normally, well, before the change. I don't know what they're going to be like now. But before they did the update, all the messing around with weights and powers, they did like a heavy braking zone. They couldn't brake that much later, but it all depends on how much they're going to lose. There's no real long straights. Longest one on there is probably half a mile.
It's probably that bridge one, isn't it? Maybe.
Yes,
Actually, actually, there's probably not, because there's that one that they're just coming up to after the bridge that's not long, which has a right kink in it, but that technically is still a kind of straight. You're going flat out all the way.
Yeah,
so it's probably that one, actually. That's probably a bit longer.
So rather than straights, we'll say it's the longest bit of track where you don't have to put your foot on the brake.
Yes. Definitely this part coming up here. This is where everyone kind of overtakes. Towards the end of this straight here, and this is I'd say this is probably this might be one of the trickiest corners, actually, the one coming up. It's probably one we have to brake probably the most. It can be a bit tricky at the bridge, just before the bridge, trying to get that bit right there, as you're kind of wanting to go as fast as possible, and you don't really want to have to brake at the first part of it. So you kind of want to go as far as possible to the left side of it, so you can go flat out for the first part of it, and then...
Just to let you know, one of the trickiest things about that bridge is if you hit it. And I have.
I remember watching, I commentated on that, yeah.
Yes, you did.
I remember that.
We'll move on. I've admitted it, I'm done, we'll move on.
And then we've also got this left, kind of fast left-hander, which Simmons just went past towards the end of that, which is a really, really nice corner. You can make a lot of time up through there. You go very, very quickly through that section as well. The last corner, to be honest, there's not a corner I don't really like on this track.
If you get it right, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just...
I wouldn't say flowing, but it's
got a nice feeling around it.
Obviously we have people on controllers, but if you've got the wheel, you want to grab the wheel and drive it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
That's how you drive this track.
To be honest, I think that's probably how I drove it on the Pi as well, to be honest. Right, we're starting in about 6 minutes. I'm going to jump to the toilet because otherwise I'm going to wait 40 minutes. I'll leave you in the capable hands.
So with the changes tonight, we don't know what we're going to get with these cars, what the difference is going to be with the GR3s. I think we saw quite a bit of difference with the Group 4s on the last race, but this will just give us more of a feel. It's a decent track, so we should be able to find out exactly what these updates have done to these cars. Lamborghinis can drag themselves up a little bit and get themselves a little bit further up tonight. It'd be nice to see the pair of them get some points. Very sorry everybody, you're going to have to sit there watching them. So I don't have the controls to change anything.
Right, let's have a little look.
I finished, I told them everything.
There's quite a few different tyres at the moment. SF Racing's on the Super Sauce, so let's start on that. Oh, have you noticed that he's still got the cat food? Still got Felix on the side.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, it must be a fish-based one because he's got scales all over his car.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I suppose it would look better than having the chicken version on there, wouldn't it? Or beef.
Has there been any changes to the liveries? Aggies are still the same, I think Rob's is still the same.
Simo looks like he needs to finish his one off. Got a few, you know what I mean, the front's got nothing on it. So, I mean, it's a toss-up between do I make the car look pretty or do I go test it?
CJ's is corrected by Vorm, it's the Jamaican flag inspired.
I love Lee Cole to bits, but I must say I have got a real bugbear for the side of his car. And that is, if you're going to tilt your number plate on the side so it goes downhill, you do the righting as well. It's the direction 108 racing. It just needs to be leaning down a bit at the front to go in line with the body.
Dark box is an interesting colour scheme. I don't know what to make of it actually, it's an odd one.
It's the golf colours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
the Le Mans golf colours. He's warming his tyres, huh?
Yeah, he just put in the chat that he's gutted. Yeah, I think he thinks he should have probably won that one. It was close, if we didn't get that penalty, he would have.
But in all fairness, he had a long time to get rid of that penalty. And I can understand he's trying to keep away from everybody else and he wants to break a bit of space and then lose it. But he could have lost a little bit more, I think, each lap. And then fall to the end with a clean lap. So,
possibly.
It's unlucky. Good race though, good entertaining race.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things about this race is, SF Racing just tapped about. It shouldn't be a big tyre wear worry. It wasn't when we raced it last season. And to be honest, the mediums felt, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't improve my time that I did in the mediums until I went on the Super Sauce. The mediums felt really good. My first few laps round here were the quickest I've done, probably.
Bolts using the barrier. Practicing turn 1. Let's hope he gets that right. That's one of the other problems with this track. It's quite a long track, so it's not the longest, but you make a mistake, We've got a long lap to try and catch up, which means I'm not going to be doing so many laps. I mean, what's a lap time around here? 2:09.
I think I was quickest I managed last season was probably about a 2 minute. 8.0 or something like that. Was in the super sauce though.
Yeah.
On low fuel. I think it was 2 minute 8.7. Maybe in a mid 2.8 or something like that.
At the moment, SF Racing is trying to knock the tiles off its car.
Yeah, the super softs as always don't last particularly long, but that's the same on most tracks. But on low fuel, yeah, you can definitely get to the 208s too. Maybe even some of these guys may even get into the 207s. To be honest, like T Smith and that, having Pagani, they might get into that probably. It's one of those tracks is you need to get in a good rhythm. City Posh predictions. He says T Smith, Aaron, and Pagani. To be honest, that's not a bad shout. I might go with Pagani to win. From P2. And I might go for a blue flag P3. No, Pagani from blue flag I'll go for.
Right, okay. That's a tricky one.
You never really know with this. It can be, anyone can be. You can. Some have some strange predictions around here now because with this, the reverse grid races, anything can happen, really, can't they?
Yeah. See, Frome is very good from coming from the rear. He's very good.
He's quick to get past people.
The advantage is he got 4th in the last race, so he's in front of these guys.
Yeah.
So that's giving him a head start.
Right, here we go. So we should have Semmel on pole. Semmel can be one to watch, right? He seems to be fairly quick.
Yeah.
And also, you have got Dartbolt and things like that. We know how quick Dartbolt, Lennon is. Like all of those guys at the front are. It just depends.
Isn't Lennon the one lap wonder though, isn't he? Is that right?
Yeah.
I see from people talking to him earlier. It's not my opinion.
He seems to. He was good in the Group 3 last year though. GT2, he was very good. He wasn't furious, I think.
I think we're not going to know really, honestly, until the end, but I think the first pit stops will show us quite a lot.
Yeah, they will. Dartbolt gets a good start, I think, there. And it's literally with Semmel. Lico out the outside of Dartbolt. Semmel leads into turn 1 now.
Dartbolt's on the softs, so he wants to get past
quickly
as quick as possible.
Megatron having a look at Lennon there. Down the inside, you get SF Racing battling as well, though.
Right, the two Alphas at the front have gone for soft tyres.
Dartbolt going for a look. Oh, he just about gets ahead there, I think. Bit of a bump, but
yep, he's got it.
Clean enough. Dartbolt up into P1. Semmel having a look though. Oh, did he tap the wall there? That was committed. Lennon round the outside of Lico. God, a lot of committed moves here. Up into P3. CG having a look there. I can see CG, blue flag. Mighty Eggy, Pagani as well.
Right, yeah, Pagani's got in front of
Frome as well.
Frome as well.
He's up into P10.
Aaron's happened to Aaron, he's 8 seconds on the back.
Rom's hit the wall there as well, I saw that on the exit. This is a bit of a nightmare of a corner, the right-hander. A lot of people hit the wall, just as I said that Pagani absolutely smacks the wall. And that's allowed Frome back through. Blue flag up to P6. Blue flag's had a good start. All the way up there. Great start from blue flag on the mediums. SF Racing get past his teammate. Up into P4. Lico's just about there, but he should get moved on. Dartbolt still in P1. Semmel's still there though. Lennon's dropped up a little bit. He's on the softs. SF Racing on super soft, so that's why he's looking to get a bit of a move on as well. So the front guys are kind of going for the mentality of we're near the front, let's go and bolt and try and get a big gap. Lee's the first guy on the mediums, and we've got blue flag just behind Megatron as well. SF Racing going for a look on Lennon, and Simmel. Did you manage to get past Simmel? I think Simmel might have hit the wall there. SF Racing jumped them all up to P2.
Some of the super softs.
Yep, Lennon having a look as well. Lennon up to P3 past Simmel. Lennon's got a little bit of a penalty though. Megatron following closely behind Blue Flag. There's a bit of a gap behind to Rom. It's the Mighty Iggy from Pagani, T Smith, CG, and as you see, Aaron's dropped off a little bit. Sometimes Aaron's back.
He's played up to second.
Megatron, Rom side by side there. Megatron getting a bump by Rom. Rom's round. Oh, he tapped Pagani and Pagani stayed up. Oh, that was close. Someone's hit the wall. Who's hit the wall? Lennon's hit the wall.
Lennon's hit the wall, and also
SF Racing. I saw that just about there at the end.
Right. Aaron's moved up to 13, and he's 3 seconds off SF.
That ball's get 3 seconds up the front. The Alpha. Simmel's 3.2 behind him. We've got Lico up into P3 now. We've got Blue Flag up to P4.
Mighty Iggy was in 9th place up until that accident on super soft tyres, so that wasn't working for him.
Yeah, it's helped him up a bit.
He was struggling to try and get near anybody. That accident was about
Lico having a look at Simmel down the inside. Blue Flag also going possibly for a look. Lico down the inside. Simmel gives him the room. Simmel's still there though. Simmel's going to have the inside line for the next few corners. Blue Flag trying to go for a look as well. Now get the Mighty Iggy round the outside. It goes to the inside. The Mighty Iggy all the way round the outside, inside. Then he's inside of Lee. Jesus Christ. He's up. How on earth has he done that? He's gone for a look into P2.
Oh, it's a squeeze. Is he?
He's done it. He's got past 3 cars.
He's gone from 5th. Right, lots of pitches in.
He's went from 5th to 2nd for the last few corners. I think I need taught how to do that. That was amazing. That was ridiculous. Simmel down the inside, possibly of Lico, trying to get back ahead. Pagani now up to P5. He goes for a switchback kind of move there on Simmel. He's ghosting for some reason on Simmel. He's got ahead. I don't know what happened there. Pagani on ghosting.
I think he had a penalty.
Oh, did he? Megatron.
Yeah, he had a penalty.
P6, CG just behind. So the pitters were Blue Flag, T Smith, Frome and Rom.
Yep, we've got Pagani, Haslin, Lee.
Pagani going for a look down the inside of Lico. No, he backs out. Thinks better of it.
Was just to clip the bridge as he was coming off of it.
Simmel seems to be massively struggling on those mediums. I think he needs to get off them. He's dropping down so quickly.
Yeah, CJ's behind him. I think he might be a bit unnerved because when they had the overtake, he did get clouted when he hit the wall, and I think that's put him off a bit.
Pagani going for a look. I think Pagani might dive down the inside here. He's going to have to get past quickly.
Right, Iggy is catching his teammate. He is now 1.8 behind.
Lee outbreaks himself slightly, I think, there. He's just about got it. Pagani's round the outside. I think he'll have the move. Pagani gives him the room. Respectful driving by both of them. Pagani, I think, he got it just about. Yeah, he's got it now. Megatron having a look as well. Into the back there. Lico seems to be struggling a little bit there. He seems to be kind of getting a bit of oversteer for the last part of that there. I think that's Simmel. Yep, Simmel and CG both jumping into the pits, getting off those mediums.
Both the Mitsubishis.
I had a feeling a lot of people might have got off those mediums quite quickly.
Iggy has caught his teammate in 1 lap.
Iggy is a man possessed at the moment. He's, as I said, I just said you can get a 2-minute 8 round here. He's done that on full fuel. Just shows you how much quicker these guys are than that. I mean, I did a 2-minute 8.6 or something on the lowest fuel. And he's just went 3 times quicker as well for the first sector. Mental quick. Pagani still trying to defend from Lee. Lee's managing to hold on just about. He's got a bad exit though, and Megatron's side by side over the bridge. Megatron's think he's through it just about, unless Lee Cole dies it back down the inside. I think he thinks better of it. Megatron breaks slightly later. Megatron gets a bit of a slide. Yeah. You can do that. It's one of those corners that happens quite often. T. Smith, after his pit stops, came out in P6. He didn't fill up, which is why he's not dropped off much. You don't fill up the pit stops and they cost you a few seconds sometimes.
Right, first and second place there. Oh, this is a challenge for first.
Mighty Aggie.
No. Don't let him have it.
Easy, let it go. Yeah.
Told him which side to go. Good bit of teamwork there.
Yeah, good, sensible driving. Very good.
Well, he knows at the end of the day his teammate's going to come in before he is anyway.
Exactly. There's no point battling each other at the moment.
No.
Pagani and Megatron, teammates close together. Now, let's watch. These two might try and slipstream each other for a while. Something to keep an eye out. They're both still in the mediums, so is Lee, so these might be in shortly. Depends if they're going to run, because some of the other guys behind might be on a... Yeah, they are. They're all in, yep. Lee stays out on the mediums. T. Smith is caught up to the back of Lee Cole on the super softs. Rom's having a look with blue flag. Rom's through up to P5. Change of places from the Vipers. From and CG, the Mitsubishi's just behind in P7 and P8 after their pit stops, and we get Simmel, who's got off those mediums. Pagani has come out P10. He's filled up a lot more than the guys ahead of him though, and he's come out on the super sauce. So Pagani will be very quick. T. Smith is just at 2 minutes 7.9.
And he's hounded Lee Cole.
The pace some of these guys are at.
Pagani likes to fuel to the top.
Yeah, he does.
Every pit stop after the last one, he will fuel to the top.
T. Smith might already get a move on, and Lee Cole here at the end of the bridge. He's gone to the outside. He might already be past actually by the braking zone. Lee Cole's just about there.
Just a nose. Both brakes
round the outside. Lee Cole's going to hit the wall. Got away with it. He's lost a second, but hit the wall with the back of his car there. A bit of flames on the wall.
I think he's 1.25 seconds up on his teammate already.
Super quick. So yeah, Ziggy. Definitely a title contender this season.
They've both got the same tyre wear, but obviously two different compounds.
Blue flag and Rom. Both Vipers close together still. And then it's Mitsubishi's just behind.
SF Racing is 10 seconds off the back of Aaron.
Simmel seems to, I don't know, I feel like Simmel's struggling slightly. He's dropped off quite a bit and he's still not gaining much ground on back of CJ, his teammate.
Do you think he's being blinded by the colour of his bonnet?
It would help him be caught up to the back though, because they could just kind of slipstream each other. Lee's in the pits to get rid of those mediums finally. He's the longest runner, I think.
He's losing time for his teammate.
Yeah, he is. Still losing time.
I think he's going to be brave on the brakes and try and catch up, so that when he's on the straights, he's getting that slipstream. He's going to have to be a bit braver.
Aaron's got up to the back of Lennon. Lennon after that incident at the bridge. Lennon's he's just had a massive slide going around turn 1. Drifting round there.
Aaron's on the same time as Lennon, but he's actually less laps. So.
Much less laps. Could be getting past him quite quickly here at the moment. Lennon looks to be really struggling in that Alpha.
It's twitchy, doesn't it? He's letting go. He's letting go.
He's letting go sensible. It's not like battling.
Yeah.
Not like struggling that much. Okay, we've got a big train now, blue flag, and then the two Mitsubishi's just behind, caught up. Frome going for a look. Now, I don't think he'll make a move in the next corner because this corner is a handful to say the least. This long straight just coming up though, so keep an eye out. We've also got, was that Rom on the back of Dartbolt?
This is where Simbo's starting to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, Rom looks like he's going to make a move on Dartbolt here. Dartbolt keeps to the inside. Rom's going to have to go all the way around the outside. Dartbolt has the inside line. Rom's going to go for a bit of a switch back. Dartbolt slides. Oh, Rom just about. I think he's got him now. Rom's through up into P3. Okay, blue flag still ahead of both of the Mitsubishis, just behind the P6, P7. They're all kind of in the same kind of similar strategy. Blue flag isn't the super softs, but they're all in the same field strategy, so they're all going to quickly catch up to the back of Dartbolt here. Blue flag may actually go for a move here. Dartbolt goes a bit wide. Blue flag puts it down inside. Dartbolt switches to the pits. Yeah,
he had a break behind blue flag there.
Mighty Iggy's also in, so that's released T Smith up into the race lead. 1.3 ahead. Rom just behind him. We get blue flag in P3, followed super closely by both of the Mitsubishis just behind, and you get the Mitsubishi of Simmel 2.3 behind. And Pagani, who will be extremely quick, he set a fastest lap, he's in at 2 minutes 7.7. Super quick. He's gonna catch up to the back of Simmel very quickly. Megatron's dropped 2.3 seconds to his teammate. Then Mighty Iggy came on to the mediums now, so he's filled near up to the full, near enough, 3/4, and he's on the mediums. He's 2.5 seconds now behind Megatron, so we'll see the gap is between them. We'll keep an eye on Pagani as he's catching Simmel massively. Blue flag still just ahead of both of the Mitsubishis. Flying Throne looks a bit quicker at the moment though. It's walking quickly past. They're going to be in this lap though. All of them. Blue flags hit the wall. Oh, that slowed Throne down a lot. Throne had nowhere to go.
Aaron's on the back of Dartbolt.
Dartbolt's come out of the pits.
And they're on the stretch that's the longest one where you don't have to brake.
Aaron, I think he'll get this move done.
I think so, he's been really
catching really quickly.
Really quickly.
Down the inside. Dartbolt tries to defend, round the side. Good defensive driving there by Dartbolt.
Yep.
Giving each other the room.
Kept it.
Good driving there. Both of them.
Aaron's taking a tighter line,
yeah,
which he's on the outside of the corner. But they need to do a switch back. No, he's going
to go all the way around the outside. Oh, great move. Has he got it? He has.
Yes, he's got it at the moment, but
Dartbolt's
move for the slipstream.
Well, oh no, the 3 people coming out of the pits. This is going to get messy.
Aaron needs to keep it clean. He has, and he's still keeping his foot in there.
Great driving by all 4 of them there.
Yes.
To manage to deal with that, because that looked like it could have got extremely messy through there. It still could.
Carnage.
Dartbolt. Aaron's round, he's hit, Aaron's tapped.
No, he's held it, he's held it.
Oh, he's caught it. He tapped the back of Dartbolt there and it nearly set him round.
Yeah,
blue flags. Through. Entertaining race, this. So much happening.
Aaron's pushing so hard. Just worried.
CJ's on the back of Rom, trying to get past that Viper after coming in the pits. CJ's gained a little bit in Rom. Rom's ahead of blue flag. CJ dives it down the inside. Oh, that was close. Kept his nose in there. Dartbolt just behind on the super soft, so he's not at this yet. Blue flag just behind at P9. Simmel's right on the back of Aaron. Not getting enough though. Blue flag down the inside of Dartbolt. just about. Breaks in time there.
Quiet race for flying frame, isn't it? I mean, he's down in 12th, 20 seconds off the lead. It's pitting. This is his first lap on the new tyres. Aaron's been off.
CJ round the outside of Rome. Dark bolts at the wall. Rome tries to break the slipstream. Aaron comes into the pits, makes his tyres to go. It's not been a good race so far for Aaron, has it?
No.
Okay, so out front, Pagani's P1 now. Going into the pits shortly. Then we get Iggy Megatron, just behind this Iggy P3, who's on the mediums. Lee in P4. Lee's had a solid race so far. That Lamborghini. Rom's in P6, then it's this battle here. Rom, CJ, Blue Flag, Dark Bolt. Dark Bolt's got that sectional Rom, which puts Simmel in the back of them as they come towards the bridge. Dark Bolt's gonna hit the wall. Dark's close. CG, has he hit the wall? I think CG might have hit the wall there.
Yeah, slows you right down.
Yep, he's dropped all the way back down to P10.
Dark Bolt thought about a little challenge there, didn't he?
Yep. So T Smith's up in P5 now, he's come back into the pits. When Pagani will be in this lap. He's still managing to get solid times. His last lap was a 2 minute 9.1. And look at his tyres.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on course at the moment. He's 1.2 seconds off, so he's about a 2 minute 8.9. So if he carried on this lap, he'd be probably about a 2 minute 9.5. So he's not actually dropped off that much, considering how bad his tyres are.
Yeah. It all depends on what your next lap's going to be, though, doesn't it? Because it's a long lap.
Pagani pops into the pits. Megatron will be either in this lap or next lap. Pops into the pits as well. Mighty Iggy carries on. Lee Cole carries on. T Smith will be carrying on. And we get Rom just behind. Mighty Iggy's got solid pace as well on those mediums.
He's gone for 3/4 of the tank. Megatron's gone for slightly less.
CG looks a little bit all over the shot at the moment. Dartbot's right on his tail. Off a little bit, CJ, and he's a little bit squirmy in certain corners. Dark Bolt.
Yeah, he's on the super softs. I'm wondering whether it doesn't feel
Dark
good
Bolt
to him.
Oh, Dark Bolt hit the wall there on the edge of the bridge. He went wide, which is going to allow.
Pagani's going to get him in on the corner, I would have thought.
Yeah, Pagani.
Yeah, he's got him.
Yeah, he's going to easily get him.
Yeah, he's backed off to lose his penalty.
Pagani just about. Avoids hitting the wall there.
Just recompose yourself and get going again.
And the Vipers are doing well. 3rd, 4th and 5th. Lee Cole will be in this lap. Not enough fuel now. Lee Cole's had a solid race so far.
Yes, yeah, very good.
He's managing just about to. He's got to win this lap, but he said his pace has been solid and he's managed to keep it consistent as well.
Yeah. Lennon and SF Racing have got their own little battle down the back. Who wants the wooden spoon on us? I don't think they're fighting for last place. I think they're fighting for second to last place.
Oh, keep it, hold it. Yeah, he's hold it. Hold
I
it.
didn't say anything with his
Yep.
Not a word, mum's a word, alright?
Are you taking after your Scouse friend?
Scouse friend. Never mind.
Yes, young Michael.
Hopefully not.
Right, we've got Icky's still out in front. He'll be in not too long on those mediums. Next lap or two, probably. He probably want off them as quick as possible. T-Smith is once again in a great position. T-Smith, Iggy, Ron, Blue Flag, Pagani. Probably going to be one of them at the moment. My favourite at the moment, maybe... It's probably going to be quite close, I think, between T-Smith and Pagani at the end of this race. It's going to be one of those two, I'd say. Though Iggy obviously is in a good position at the moment, but he's got slightly less fuel than T-Smith behind him, and quite a bit less. So.
Nice to see Rom up in third.
Yeah, he's had a couple of solid races, and a solid race in the Nations as well. He got third as well there. So. The Vipers are all looking strong at the moment. Simmel's managed to, oh, pardon me, get back up there. He's going to have to come in this lap though. So CG.
Just watching Rom, he was in the gravel.
So we're going to have 4th and 5th and 6th in Simmel and CG. Both of the Mitsubishis will definitely be in this lap.
I mean, they're in good positions, 5th and 6th. You can't run with that.
No, definitely not.
Are they running too much of the same strategy?
I mean, that's helped Pagani out. Pagani would have to get past them, and that's just allowed him free air now, please.
Just moved 2 cars out of the way, hasn't it, basically?
Yeah. Frome's come out. Actually, he's not come out, actually, sorry. He's battling with Dartball. Trying to get past Dartball. He's up into P6. Dartball been at the end of this lap. Not have enough fuel. Megatron P8. Megatron's just done a 2:14. So he's had an off somewhere in his last lap. Oh, just to say that, he's on the curb and on the gravel. Lee's come out on the softs in P9 just behind Megatron. Semmel's come out right beside CG again.
He's catching him as well. He's off again, Megatron's off. At the bridge.
Oh.
He's lost the place, he's down a 9.
He didn't look comfortable when I went on board with him. As I said, he'd done, after he's come in for the pits, but looks of it, the 210 is probably the out lap. His first lap was a 2:14. He doesn't seem comfortable at all. Very slidey on.
Your out lap is actually, does take longer than your overall lap, doesn't it?
Some places it does, like Bathurst it doesn't. Bathurst it's a lot shorter. It just depends where the pit lane is.
Yeah.
When you kind of come out. Megatron's going to try and get back at Lee.
It's not going to run. The trouble with where he went off, it was just as you go onto the bridge, so just before that you go up a rise, and it's got a bump right there. And if you hit that bump,
Megatron! Oh, he's going to slide. Oh.
Oh, you'd better pin now because that's ruined those rears.
Well, he's all over the shot. No, that he's just not got the grips with those super softs on that. He was fighting on the other tyres, but it's just not done the super soft. Aaron's been struggling a little bit as well. I mean, I know he's had those incidents, but he did not say he span as well. Pagani's not having any issues though.
Aaron's got up to 10.
Good recovery. Simmel having a battle there. Simmel went very wide there. Turn 1, he nearly went and done some gardening there on the outside in the grass. Very, very wide. Mighty Iggy's come out P8.
No one else has done.
Mighty Iggy's filled up fully, so that's him to the end now, Mighty Iggy. So we now know where he is. whereas the guys ahead of him, CJ, Lico and all that, will have to pit. So that shows you Lico, Mighty Iggy's quite a bit ahead of CJ and Lico in the race, because obviously they've got to come into the pits and they've got a lot more fuel.
And better tyres.
Frome's probably going to be in either this lap or next lap for his last stop. Gani not too long as well. Rom is beginning to close quite quickly. Rom and Blue Flag will be in this lap.
T Smith's going to be in this lap. He's got a 5.5 second
Yeah.
lead.
So where will the front three come out? Probably just ahead of Iggy. I'd say probably ahead of Lico maybe. Just slot in that kind of gap between Lico and Frome.
Depending on what fuel they put in. Just in front of Lico, I reckon.
Between the two. Oh, who's that? Pagani.
In the wall.
Yeah, he spat. I saw it slightly at the end of it.
That's the same place that Megatron did.
What's going on with the Citroens?
Yeah.
Does it just not like that corner? Because they all seem to be having issues at certain corners.
Yeah.
Oh. Lico,
Right.
Mighty Iggy.
Front to the lead.
Mighty Iggy round the outside of Lico. The Mighty Iggy had pulled off some mental overtakes.
Got a feeling Frome's going to be in at the end of this lap.
Okay, so Flying Frome, yeah, he'll be at the end of that next lap. Pagani's dropped down behind him after his off. He's lost over 10 seconds with that. T Smith.
Oh.
T Smith is in the net race lead.
Yep,
The only
tyres, loads of fuel.
Yep, the only other car that's in the battle with him is the Mighty Iggy, who's 2.4 behind him. And you've got CJ just behind him as well, but CJ needs to come in for another stop. CJ having a look down the inside, that's not going to help the Mighty Iggy.
Pagani's back end is all over the place.
As the confident might have went now. Those tyres will not be good as well, obviously, with the...
Yeah, the rear's
spin. Yeah, it's just not going to help. It's probably just going to let T Smith is going to...
Then Pagani says that he likes a rear end that slides all over the place, so... Oh, he's letting past.
Yeah.
He's letting T Smith pass. A bit of DIY in your house.
I have no idea what that is. That's my next door neighbour, really. Oh, someone spun. Who was that? Lico. Sorry for using some banging, that's my next door neighbour, just being a bit of an inconsiderate idiot at 9:30 at night.
Bang on the wall back, pick up your big old shoe and give it a clap on the wall back.
Feel like it. Why is he doing that this time? Some people. Right, back into the race. We've got T Smith 3.5 seconds ahead now of Iggy, so this is first and second to the end, and then we get CJ, Simmel, who will all have to come into the pits. So you've got Blue Flag and Rom, who's going to be in P3, P4 on the end of the race, and then we get Frome and Pagani.
Looks like the Blue Flag and Rom are battling to who has honours.
Oh, Pagani's sliding again. Just about managed to keep it on. T Smith's extended that lead up to 4.2 now.
Blue Flag and Rom are only 3 seconds off the back of Iggy's when the CJ and Simo hit. If anything goes wrong for Iggy, it could be a 1-2-3 here.
Yeah. Vipers are looking very strong.
Blue Flag and Rom are battling a little bit. They need to be working together, not battling.
Yeah, it's not going to be healthy miles, is it? Blue Flag going for a look. There's no point battling at the moment. Battle in the last lap, if you want. But battling them now doesn't make much sense.
Unless they're just driving very close. I mean, Rob's just got past, but... Yeah, no, they're pushing. Blue Flag's pushing. I mean, he's up against the wall, so... Yeah,
CJ, that's CJ and Tibble in. It's 3.7 now between Eggy and Rom.
Yeah, well, they've lost a bit of time to the leader.
So Frome goes through P5.
I think they're catching him.
Pagani's in P6. I feel like punching my neighbour right now, that's really irritating me.
That's what neighbours are for, mate. Iggy's tyres are more worn than the 2 cars chasing. So they've got 6 minutes to catch him. They're losing time. I think the way that they're driving, I don't know if they're in chat together or not, but it looks to me like Rom's looking in his mirror when he gets to the corners rather than looking at the corner. And now Blue Flag's going for another, same place as last lap. Battling still. They're still battling.
The thing is though, at the end of the straights with the slipstream, it closes down to like 3.4.
Yeah.
But then, because of battling, it's went straight back up to 4. So, however much they're gaining, they're losing more by battling in the corners.
Yeah. But the fastest car at the front, then your teammates is right up your chest. It's the only way you're going to catch him. I mean, they've made so much ground on that straight.
Yeah.
And that's not the longest piece of tarmac where you don't break.
Yeah, exactly. CG and Simo are still quite close together, 4 times separating after the pit stops. It's all a bit separated now. Aaron and Leakall are still quite close together. P10 and P11. Megatron's grass cutting. Look at Megatron's tyres! I think he's had enough.
Yeah, he's off the track. Yeah, his rear tyres have gone completely. I don't know why he hasn't got in the pit before that. Where is he? He's just coming round to the pits now, so... What's he going to get? He's going to get 2 laps in, if that. 2 laps is in.
Probably just about 2 laps, yeah.
He's 1.5 minutes behind, so...
Oh, no, it's not. He's not. He's probably getting one.
Yeah, go in.
Still 4 seconds between Iggy and... But then Blue Flag and Rom are still battling. Oh, Frome and Pagani. Pagani trying to overtake Frome. Pagani car looks a little bit loose at the back.
It does, doesn't it?
Looks like it's trying to kind of kill him every corner at the moment.
And every straight, to be honest.
Pagani gets a great exit though.
Good
Around the
run, he's on
outside.
outside.
He backs out and tries to go for the good exit. Whether he's going to be close enough, I don't think he's going to get close enough. Frome goes to defend. Pagani goes to the outside. Frome has the inside. Pagani going to go for a bit of a switchback. That's a great move if he's done that. He's just ahead at the moment.
Do you know what? I think the
Great move by Pagani.
The Vipers are racing for third place. That's what they're doing. When they could have been racing for second and third. Oh, Rob's
yeah, he got very close to the wall there.
Yeah.
Centimetres away. So a lot of these, I think the front three or front four will probably get one more lap, maybe. And then I think that'll be it. Oh, actually quite a lot of them might get one more lap in, maybe top 7. Blue flag and Rom still battling. Pagani's got ahead of Frome. Still after that overtake, but Frome looks like he's going for a move, possibly.
Simo and CJ are at
right to the outside. Frome. Pagani gets the better run through the corner. Frome's still there, just about. Pagani keeps the position at the moment. Yep, Simo and CG. Oh, both of them are so close to the wall there.
Yeah, I know.
Don't want to get any closer than that. Yeah, that's ridiculously close.
First corner.
Yep. So Lico, Aaron finished the race 9th and 10th. Dartpult finishes 11th. SF Racing is going to finish 12th, and it's going to be Lennon and Megatron at the back. So everyone else starts the final lap. Blue flag and Rom still battling.
T-Smith's backed off. A little.
And he's still just ahead of Frome.
It's good to see Iggy up there, and I wouldn't want anyone to be displaced by this, but I think the Viper boys should have been chasing him down, not chasing each other.
Yeah, they probably could have got P2, I think.
I think they had it.
Frome looks like he's going to get a run on Pagani here on the last lap.
Right, Rom hasn't got much fuel left, and he's making a challenge on blue flag.
Yeah, but also Flying Frome and Pagani are having a battle as well.
Yeah.
Frome on the outside, Pagani on the inside. Frome's going to try and go all the way around the outside. Pagani shows him the door. Oh. Big slide. Now blue flag and Rom still battling onto the last few corners. Blue flag still got it.
Rom has got no fuel left at all.
Yeah, T-Smith takes the win. Iggy takes P2. Blue flag's going to take P3. Rom's going to take P4. Pagani's just about held on to take P5. And then we're going to have Frome taking P6, Simo taking P7, CJ takes P8, Lee takes P9, Aaron P10, Dartbolt P11, SF Racing P12, Lennon P13. A mix from P40. Oof.
Good race.
Very good. A lot of battles all the way through. So Aaron takes the win for Fuji, and T Smith has took the win for St. Croix B. So that's T Smith. Did he win any last week? Who won last week? Iggy won the Group 3 race, and the Group 4 race, I can't remember who won that one.
Front.
Ah, so was that
Right
4
on the
different?
line.
Ah, that's 4 different winners then.
Yeah.
4 races, 4 different winners. We're doing what started at the start of the F1 as well. 4 different winners. So next week we have, I'll get it up, it's Suzuka Group 4, and then most people do hate Suzuka. I'm one of those people that quite like Suzuka. And Group 3 is Dragon Trail Seaside. So that's a great week next week. I'll have both of those tracks. Suzuka and Dragon Trail Seaside. Dragon Trail Seaside, home to the Death Chicane. So I'm sure we'll have some exciting races next week. Also next week we've got Nations Cup, which comes from Goodwood, and GT2 on Thursday comes from Goodwood as well, for the Group 4, and the Group 3 is back to St. Croix, but it's the A version, which is a slightly longer version. Actually, it's quite a bit longer actually. So hopefully you join us for that. But thank you all for watching tonight, and have a good night.